Hello and welcome. You read the title. This is a different video. I'm gonna tell you the story about a lady from another channel who does Mukbang ASMR, goes out of her way to appear as nice as possible, but her character is actually a huge pile of things that you cannot put in the recycling bin. So I will not name her, and if you know or figure out who she is, don't do anything. Alright? This lady has been mass disliking my videos for more than a year. She has been attacking and manipulating other people, as it turns out. And if you know, you're shocked, you're angry, don't do anything. Don't go to her channel, don't comment, don't give her a little tiny bit of shred of any contact, any interaction, any engagement. Don't go mass disliking her videos either. That would be dumb. Do nothing. Narcissists like her deserve to drown in obscurity, ignored and forgotten. So this is more than a story time. I would like to think it as a documentary. So not only am I telling what's been going on, I also, have taken my time to compile evidence and show screenshots whenever I can, and even go on directly on the channels that are relevant to the story, and rely on other screenshots and evidence that I have gotten from other people as well, so that you have absolutely no doubt about what's going on. Because it would be easy to come here and be like, this lady is horrible, and bank on the fact that people know me or are friendly with me. Someone could easily do that, no evidence, come in, cry, pretend, and hope to turn someone against against someone else. More on that later. This is still like a mukbang, so since I already thought of the thumbnail, I'm gonna be trying marshmallow bat thingies. You can probably see here, they're little marshmallow bats, and what does it say? Made of real, authentic marshmallow. You see it? Why would you need to specify that you're real, authentic marshmallows? Makes no sense. Imagine someone's like, have this real authentic snack or whatever, or the witch, step witch, I don't know which one it is. Hey, Snow White, have this real authentic apple. She would have been like, nah, I'm good, thanks. Let's open this up. Oh, they're actually protected. Let's put a couple here. All right. Once upon a time, why not, right? Small channels, networking. So you go in, see another channel, go to their video, and you're like, hey, nice potato. And you hope that they're like, oh, nice broccoli when they come to your channel. So that's how it started. Evil lady, we'll call her that, and I commented on each other's video for like around 2 months. One day she stopped, which happens. People come and go all the time. If you have a channel, they will tell you, you gain a subscriber, you lose one, you gain two, you lose one, you gain three, you lose two. It's never linear. It's always a little blah, blah. People can go wherever they want to go. All right. I started commenting on other people's channels, but she wasn't commenting on mine anymore. Happens. Now, week after that, my lovely friend who has a channel, she posted a video. So I, went to watch her video and wrote a comment on her video. Then I get a notification, and it's Evil Lady. Under my comment, she writes something along the lines of, I subscribe to you, but you unsubscribe to me. You just use people, you're not a good person, so I'm not gonna support someone like you. Peace, have a nice day, or some weird, like, fake, sarcastic, nice phrase. That's kind of her thing. Now, before we get into what happened next, first up, she could have gone under one of her old comments in my videos to air her grievances. If she was feeling sassy, she could have just made a brand new comment on one of my videos, but she decided to wait and attack me under someone else's video to make me look bad, to try to humiliate me. So that's the kind of person we're dealing with here. already. So we are directly on my friend's channel. As you can see, we are live here, which is fortunate that she actually chose to attack me under someone that I'm close with, so her whole embarrassment, humiliation thing didn't work. Anywho, I wrote my comment. As you can see, she's no longer there because she deleted all her comments, and I'll tell you why. So I'm commenting, then she replies, you know, you're a bad person, you unsubscribe to me, I will not support someone like you, and then a whole like, bye, have a nice day, fake sarcastic thing. Now, I'm like, I don't know what that's coming from, my subscriptions are public, easy to check. And of course, she replies like, no, I don't need to, or something super arrogant. So I apologize to my friend that, and at least I joke like the extra comments are gonna help boost your video because it's a bunch of drama on someone else's channel. What does evil lady do? Does she apologize? No, of course, she only cares about herself, even though she started the whole mess. Her response was like, better her than you. You are an ugly person, a manipulator, you use people. I, on the other hand, am kind and loyal to my subscribers, so very narcissistic, of course. I'm such a nice, amazing person. I'm like, it's so easy to check that I'm not lying. You can easily check. In spite of this, I'll stay subscribed until you come back to your senses. And I get a notification a few minutes later, and when I check, these people have popped in. So because it was a bunch of replies, it's the only comment with a bunch of replies, people started looking, and some of my friend's subscribers were there. And when I click back, she has deleted everything. So people came in, instead of doubling down, being all arrogant, she got, you know, scared, there was pressure, and she just ran away. She ran away with a simple question, you know. And then this person is like, she seems petty and unprofessional. Absolutely. And this is important. And now she deleted her comments, because that might be relevant a little bit later. She deleted them right there and then. And I am subscribed because, again, it takes a few seconds to check. And this was not there. So this must have happened a few weeks later. Now, I am trying to resolve this peacefully and diplomatically, even though she is 100,000% in the wrong. Here I am on her channel, so I go under one of my old comments to try to resolve this. As you can see, it's live on the channel. Now, if you ever find this video, you will see this, and you will see this. This will not appear, because I have been blocked by that point. So only these two comments and the rest of the conversation just doesn't appear. She's already blocked me. I'm like, all right, check YouTube Studio. My name has a red icon that stated I'm publicly subscribed for more than a month now. Should be like 2 months. There is no way to go. You know, you look at it, it says publicly subscribed, and then you apologize for being a rabid paranoid freak, basically. Or you can click on my channel, on the name channels, and you look at your name, there's 70 people, doesn't take much time. Not worth my time. Not worth my time to look at easily accessible evidence. That is a disgusting trait in a human being. Not worth my time. I know I'm right, I don't need to look at the evidence. And then this ridiculousness. YouTube Studio said unsubscribed, and the sarcastic fake nice thing at the end, of course. YouTube Studio said unsubscribed. She somehow has the unique function of having unsubscription notifications. Anyone knows that does not exist. So I thought I was done. I thought, all right, what a crazy person. Let's move on. Roughly 2 weeks later, again, my lovely friend posts a video. So it just came out. I go and check. Watch the video. I was the second person who wrote a comment. And I'm doing my thing. The analytics has like a view page. So there's 2 lines and it says the views in the last hour. So if you have a little line here, it just happened. So 1 minute ago. If it would be here, it would be like 59 minutes ago. And the other page basically has a whole list of your videos. You have like the name, the date, the amount of comments, a little thumbnail thingy. And at the end, you have like a like and dislike, and it's a percentage. So you have 100%, 100%, which means that you have all likes. So you have all the list. So I'm checking my things. I refresh my page and something is weird. And then I check. Every single thing is in the 90%. So I count and I look, and my last 17 videos have been hit with a dislike. And if I check the views, it's roughly here, which means it happened a little over 10 minutes ago. And I can see one wave every video, you know, a little view there. So someone watched the video a few seconds, disliked, click on the next, dislike, and repeated that 17 times. And I just knew, I felt it. I had a hunch. I felt the stench of her evil. I go back to my friend's video. Who is the third person to comment? Who commented 15 minutes ago? Evil lady. She saw my name. It triggered her rage. She decided I was not gonna go get away with her fake accusation that she made up in her mind. She came back, mass disliked. At this point, I'm like 90% sure that it's her, but it's not enough, right? I have to prove it somehow. So here we are on my friend's channel. She was arrogant enough, evil lady, to leave that, even though she deleted the other stuff, you know, the weeks before, September 7th. And we go straight down. We can see her comment right here. Great video, a bunch of thumbs up. A year ago. So let's check this out. I had to keep on making drama on someone else's channel. Of course, my friend, you know, totally understood. So, damn, 17 videos, impressive. Now, the only person in the world to who this will make sense is the person who just, you know, disliked my latest 17 videos. Of course, she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, never mind, you know, it's meant I'm trying to be as vague as possible. Never mind. She, of course, guesses, very perceptive of her, that someone is being ugly. She loves using that word. She's pretending to be empathetic. And then I'm like, just taking any blame away possible. Like, maybe it's a glitch or a human bot, whatever it is. Anyway, bye-bye. But she's like, why did you jump to the conclusion? Like, I'm being very vague. But of course she knows what I mean. So now she has to play the big victim. Again, the narcissism. I'm a loyal follower and I treat my followers with respect. The same language that, you know, she used before. And she's trying to have fun, but some people are making it really hard, playing the whole fragile victim again. I have never been ugly to you. Big lie. I like your videos. Big lie. I had another person come at me too. I didn't even know who they were. I don't even know what that means, but someone else confronted her about something. And then, of course, the excuse that she has to come up with as to why she hasn't been commenting on my videos anymore for the past 3 weeks is that, you know, they're invisible in her feed now. She's pretending that she's still subscribed, which again, of course, it's all a lie. All right. She's clearly pretending that she doesn't know, so, you know, you don't remember, the evidence is still there. My original statement was vague. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's great. That's great. You know, I didn't say anything, so good for you. Last time, now she's pushing it for some reason. Like, why are you pushing it? And so she's getting arrogant. That's what happens throughout this whole thing. The fact that she left this here is how arrogant she is. And, you know, she does other stuff like that. I'm totally confused. But now, you know, what the heck is going on? Fine. That's what you want? You can go read the comments again, you know? Like I said here, I know what it's like to be wrongfully accused. Yeah, by you, of course. So go see the Teen Burger video. There is the evidence. And this is the kicker. When did this happen? About because of it. Very English of her. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Wow, the exact timeline. Well done. You are fully aware of what's going on. It was not me. I was hacked. And someone close to me on here came to me and showed me some stuff. And I ended up on the phone with YouTube for a couple of hours. So if that is the time frame, I'm sorry you were affected. So after not knowing what was going on, talking about people coming up to her, talking about how someone else she knows came up to her, all of that, yet you don't remember that you got hacked until I show you, like, there is the evidence, go look at it. Then she magically, conveniently remembers that she got hacked. And I'm sorry you were affected, which implies that a lot of people were affected. So she still doesn't remember. She's not that old. I thought she was like a grandma or something, but turns out she's not even 50 years old. So there's no memory problems. I just guess that being actively evil and deceitful all the time just drains away the life force of your soul that much faster. But you know, she's not even 50. I'm sorry you were affected also implies that she never bothered to keep track. So you get hacked, you, the narcissist obsessed with her image, who goes out of her way to appear as nice as possible so you can use people, then a hacker is threatening your whole reputation and you're like, whatever. So all those contradictions, all of that, that's more than enough. But there's more, of course. You spend hours on the phone with YouTube. So in case you didn't know, I'm gonna tell you right now, YouTube does not have a phone number. It just doesn't. I knew that was a lie, but just to be sure, I had to go and check. There is no such thing. You have to go by email, which is horrible when you think about it. Wait for them to hopefully reply. And when you are monetized, there's a chat system in place. And it's not like someone is on the other end 24/7 ready to reply as well. A channel called Megan Riggs, if I'm mentioning correctly, she got actually hacked. And she made a video describing the absolute nightmare that it was to try to get her channel back, because she did not have access. She had two channels and one had like 500,000 plus. Her main had like 1 million. And even then, and you can see the description, she says like the only way to make YouTube do something is like to make a lot of noise. And she has 1 million subs. And it took her weeks of back and forth to finally get some progress, if not a couple of months. You can check the video out. Or if you're not familiar, Vox T does mukbang compilation and stuff. Just a few months ago, like 6-7 months ago, he had problems with YouTube and they were just not answering his messages. So what did he do? He made a video about the poor treatment. He had to rally hundreds, if not thousands, of his subscribers to spam messages to YouTube by email, the YouTube Twitter page, until finally, after 40 days of getting ignored, they finally responded. And he was like, thanks to all the people, you can stop spamming and sending messages now. They have finally, responded to my problems. That's what happens. And now this nobody who's not even monetized, even now is not even monetized, who at the time didn't even have 500 subscribers, she has direct phone access to YouTube. She already proved that she was the one mass disliking my videos. She already did. But this was like the cherry on top of another cherry. She did not need to add that, but she's such a shameless, arrogant, pathological liar that she felt like it would enhance her position. Oh, the bank has a phone number, of course everybody else does. A phone number. And as you can see, I didn't respond. I was like amused and disgusted at the same time. I could have grilled her, really, a phone number, what is it? And trying, to embarrass her and everything. But, she knew that I knew. And even if she was dumb and arrogant enough to think that her whole, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, by the way, I got hacked. Oh, the phone number. That her whole little circus act there convinced me, and that's why I didn't respond. She knew that it was onto her. And I knew 1,000% that it was her now that was mass disliking my videos. And, like the coward that she is, a few minutes later, as I refresh my page, all the dislikes are gone. So she got spooked and she went back and removed them. And a few hours later, I'm doing my rounds answering, comments and stuff. Check my page and what? Count, it was like 14 or 15 videos that got hit with a dislike, sorry. So she came back like the bully coward that she is, because now she got, she had a loss, she got humiliated, she got found out. So she's like, I'm gonna come back, retreat, then when no one's watching, try to hit someone. And I could see the wave right in the middle of my stats. So I left her a message. Did you happen to get hacked half an hour ago? Hacked by any chance? Like, I know where you did it, when you did it. And like the coward that she is, a few minutes later, no more dislikes. Next morning, when I checked my stats, they were all back. Because she quickly realized there's no real consequence. That's kind of how it is. Reporting her did nothing. I would have to have, again, Vox-T amounts, mass amounts of reportings to YouTube to finally pretend like they care. So yeah, she got hacked, right? Because the person making stuff up about having non-existent personalized YouTube Studio unsubscription notifications and the person making stuff up about having one-of-a-kind personalized YouTube phone numbers are two completely different people. We are here on my stats page. This is dislikes by date, the lifetime of the channel. So this is like August 2020, August 2021, roughly here, and then up to today. So normally, as you might see, for instance, here, December 6th, 1 dislike, then weeks with nothing, couple of weeks with nothing, another one there. Normal stuff as it happens. Guess where she pops in? Of course, this is her. And keep in mind, actually, in the later months, sometimes YouTube kind of wakes up from their coma and removes not all of the dislikes, but just some of them for some reason. Just some of them. So the waves continue. And it starts here, as you can see. Why can I say? There you go. September 7th, as you saw. 18 dislikes that day. It went crazy on here as well. 64 dislikes in one day. And it just waves, 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 and waves. Then a week passes. And my latest videos get hit with 2 dislikes this time. And then another week passes. So she does waves basically every like 5 to 8, 9 days. She'll just come in and just hit everything. Another week after that, all my videos get hit with 3 dislikes instead of 2. So she's ramping it up. She wants me to get demoralized. She wants me to get depressed and quit my channel. She wants my destruction. And she just keeps making more and more accounts and keep drilling. We live in the age of social media and people worship numbers. That's just how it is. So coming into a video and seeing that it has 15 likes and 3 dislikes, a lot of people are going to get affected. They're going to make their opinion instead of having their own. And I had been doing YouTube for, by that point, a year pretty much. So I know that what the stats are. I know my averages, like maybe every 11, 12 videos I get a dislike. But now I'm getting more. Why? Because on top of hers, of course. Because some person is gonna come in and be like, nah, and leave. But when they see 3 dislikes, some of them are gonna get emboldened and be like, you know what? They voiced their opinion. I guess this really sucks. So let's give it a 4th. And the amount of extra dislikes, genuine ones, if you will, it started getting way more than before. Instead of 1 every like 11, 12 videos, it was maybe 1 every 4 or 5. And every time she sees I'm posting regularly, she gets mad, she makes another account, she has more, like, come on, just roll over and die already, So that's what she's doing. But what else can a hateful person like this do? It's not enough. And she tried to turn, and briefly succeeded, to turn another channel against me. So back to the same concept as the beginning. Some people randomly pops in, we'll call her Seafood Girl. So one day she pops in and she's like, hey, nice spaghetti. And then I go to her video and she'll like, wow, nice seafood. And back and forth banter. I see Evil Lady is already in those comments. One day, Seafood Girl does her first ever collaboration, yay, with Evil Lady. So next video after that, I comment like I regularly do. She answers every single comment except mine. Video after that, she answers all the comments, ignores mine. And one of my YouTube friends is like, really, you commented? I didn't see it. So I open another browser, click on the same video where I can see my comment, but it's not appearing on the other one where I'm not connected or signed in. Which means either I'm being deleted or I have been blocked. So great stuff, Evil Lady, of course. Now, I see an old video that had like food from my country on, Seafood Girl's channel. I comment on this one just to see. I check and I can see it, which means I'm getting deleted. And for some reason, Seafood Girl replies to my comment like nothing was happening. We had like an inside joke about aliens and she's like, yeah, the aliens, haha. And I'm like, you are deleting all of my comments. But here, on an older video, you pretend that everything's fine, which means that someone is not gonna go check the older videos where I didn't even know your channel. Someone needs to see that you are not, that I am not on the newer ones. Those are your orders. So I am on Seafood Girl's channel. That was 11 months ago. As you can see, we are live again, just for you to see. And I've been ignored, so I'm commenting for support as always. But of course, it's useless, right? You're erasing everything. I know she put you up to this, but whatever, it happens. So she writes here, check your Instagram, please. Now this, you will not find it because it was then deleted. Thankfully, it's kept in here, which is always nice. All of my comments from the last 3 weeks since she found my channel and I'm commenting on hers, even those have been deleted. I have been essentially purged from her channel. So she feels bad and she's already peppering me because that's what Evil Lady does. The fact that she absolutely sucks at making excuses on the spot means that anyone in her life, not only on YouTube, that she has set to hurt or destroy, she has always succeeded without any problem. She has never needed a plan B, so she has never developed like the abilities to be like, think on her feet. She has always managed to hurt the people she wants to hurt. And if anything kind of goes bad, she can be like, what's going on? And it passes. Or even if she would do something and you would see her, but you don't have like any real evidence, or like she took it, she has it in her coat, she could play that. And if it's, you keep on approaching her, the whole calculated relationship she has with people, they will turn on you. They will be like, how can you say that about her? She's so nice. She told me happy Sunday 29 times in a row. She made very vain, easy to do, cheap things to just appear nice, to make me her personal bodyguard in case she needed it. And then you, who are the victim, are getting ganged up on by people who like, she can never do that. Well, she can stay in the background and be like, So that's disgusting. And that's what she's doing. She's like, how could you prevent her from explaining that she was hacked? So officially she got hacked. Seafood Girl is like, yes, she did get hacked. I saw a bunch of comments. I saw other people. I don't remember their names. That's convenient. I'm not sure if I personally am not sure who I'm dealing with, if she's being told what to say, if she's just blinded by loyalty, which she is. She admitted it herself. I felt like I need to do this because Evil Lady has been in my channel since day one. Of course, I thought she was a grandma, but turns out she's like a housewife, so she must be subscribed to hundreds of people. Spends all her time on YouTube all day, every day that she can, to make sure to cultivate as much as she can so that she can grow, because she feels like she deserves superstardom in her mind. So how could you prevent her? Like, you didn't believe that she was hacked, everybody else did. How can I prevent her from explaining? How does that even work? I'm gonna fly over to her country And as she's typing her explanation and about to hit send, I'm gonna like take her, no, don't send the explanation. And I'm trying to not look at the screen because then I'm gonna probably see some parts of the explanation like, and she's not applying any logic. So Seafood Girl, come on, how does that make sense? How can I prevent her from explaining? I refuse to believe her. You saw not only the screenshot, right? You saw on the channel the evidence that she left. At the very end, was it a couple weeks ago? Yeah, I got high boobs. That was her explanation. I didn't respond. I didn't prevent her. I didn't refuse to believe her. I didn't say anything. I just hoped that it was not the beginning of a weird, horrible story. And, you know, she's like, yes, she explained to a lot of people. All of them, of course, quickly understood. I was the only bad one there. She was so sad. She was so embarrassed. She didn't even know she was hacked. You know, Seafood Girl was the one who had to like, look at all these comments. You somehow missed dozens of notifications. And then she was so embarrassed about it. She wanted to quit. She was crying. And Seafood Girl had to tell her, no, you can do it. That makes so much sense. But like I saw comments and she was, you know, saying stuff like ugly. She loves the word ugly. You've seen her use it. Maybe she actually could have just decided to go on a spree of insults, knowing that she just could play the victim and people will be like, oh no, of course it's not you. And then she feels, yes, maybe she could absolutely do that. But yeah, hacking, really. And I refused, and she was so sad. I broke her heart. So lies and crocodile tears, basically. That's all she needed, and I was purged from the channel. But she felt bad, and we talked, and we got along, and she decided, you know, it's kind of a childish thing. I showed her a couple screenshots, and she's like, I don't know, maybe 50-50, it's too close to call. Sure, if your IQ is 50 maybe, like anyone could see. But she is blinded by loyalty. She has been, and later I found out, she has been like groomed and, you know, molded by Evil Lady to be like her biggest ally for whatever reason. But of course now she was refusing to believe, and you know, you should have been smart enough to see that it wasn't her, in spite of all the evidence. Although I didn't touch on like the phone number and everything, because by then I'm like, what's the use anyway? And she'll probably like send all the information back to Evil Lady, who'll have maybe time to like delete stuff and come up with an excuse or something. But she decided, you know what, I'll keep on supporting you. And I told her, like, I don't need that. I'm not gonna like go like, oh, I need an extra comment on my videos. You know, if it's gonna make problems with you, because you're dealing with a vengeful petty lady, all of this is happening to me because of a false accusation. So you are giving her an actual reason to be mad at you because her manipulation didn't work. And she can't like tell you, no, don't do that, because then she's supposed to be like, oh my god, I'm so sensitive. So she's gonna be pissed. Obviously, it would be incredibly dumb of her to start mass disliking your videos, but you know, she might do something, it might be awkward, but she's like, no. And fine, and we went back to supporting each other until Seafood Girl quit her channel like 2 months later for whatever reason. So I was due for another wave, right? 3 dislikes per video. And after my conversation with Seafood Girl, a little time passes, like she misses her deadline, and I'm like, okay. Then it's been almost 2 weeks. It's the longest she's ever been without attacking my videos. And I'm almost like, did she finally get it? Did that make her realize how petty and incredibly childish she's being? That's a huge insult to children. Incredibly ghoulish. I thought like, wow, maybe she finally came to her senses. And I remember I came back from doing the groceries and checking my stats. My videos have all been hit with not 3 this time, but 4 dislikes each. She could not stay away. It probably made her rage boil even more, and then like, girl, and she came back even more hateful. So this was like mid-November. She did a wave, and then what happened in mid-November? My birthday video. So she had just done a wave, and my birthday video came out, and she didn't wait another 5-8 days. She attacked it right there and then. And ever since that day until the end of May of 2022, she went from waves to attacking, checking up on me every day and attack as much as she could. Which leaves sometimes for, damage to the ratio, because one video had 0 likes and 4 dislikes in the first 20 minutes that it came out. And people could see that. Now, thankfully, as you might remember, in the beginning of December, the first week or the first 10 days or so, YouTube forever, as they say, completely removed the public dislike counter. So people could not see the dislikes anymore, only, the creator. And that removed a huge chunk of the damage that she was doing. But of course, she knows. And she's gonna get angry that the same amount of effort she's putting is not yielding the same amount of result. Late December, she takes a break. She stops attacking, Christmas time. But after the first week of January, like the 7th or 8th of January, she goes back and hits everything again. Not with 4, but with 6 dislikes each. New year, new mean. That's her motto, right? Her resolution, be even more awful, so she can back even more hateful. And now, people can see it. Only I can see it. So that's like a big middle finger to me. Like, I'm still here. I still want you. I still want you to quit. I still want you to get demoralized. Beginning of February, she went from 6 to 7 dislikes per video. And in March, from 7 to 8, which is where we're at right now. Plateaued at 8. And just to show you how hateful she is, since she was attacking every day, right? Newest video comes out, the last one was 6, the new one is 7, but she's not gonna wait until the next day. What does she do when she goes from 6 to 7 and from 7 to 8? She goes back with a new account and hits like 10 or 12 of my other videos with a 7th. And she did the same thing. When it was at 7, she introduced number 8, and then she went back a few videos so that they had 8. So just to show you what my page looked like, my stats looks like by then. As you can see here, 4 dislikes. This was in November, so I'm getting here with a lot of 4s. Here's a little 5, so an extra one, like I said, and more 4s. Every time, what are the odds I'm getting hit with 4 dislikes per video? And here is when she came back. Now, a couple of them somehow, either she didn't hit them or they were removed for some reason, because even then I remember I was like, oh, did she forget? But anyway, January 7th, we go, now this is 7, 6 plus a real one, but then it goes back, you see, 6 dislikes, we have moved on, and we are now 6, 6, and so on. But anyway, let's make it officially a mukbang. With this, it doesn't even weigh anything. With these little things here, because I haven't eaten food. This is not a meal, but So, little marshmallow bats, as you can. Wow. Look at that. That is quite something. I've complained about false advertising before, but that is oh, that's perfect actually. Okay. You know what that is? You know what this is? Evil lady. That's what this is. This is the image that she crafted. Polished, chocolatey, spotless, looks inviting, looks nice, but in reality, this is what she is. A bloated, deformed, cracked, hideous mess. All right, that's perfect. That is, my God. And she needs she needs to tell you how real and authentic she is. I'm so kind and loyal. This is beautiful. This is like the universe, the gods, I don't know what to call this, but the food is calling her out. Even the food is calling her out. Good Lord. You know the worst part? I hesitated. I'm like, am I gonna use this? am I gonna, you know, I should save it for like a proper Halloween thing. Cheers. Cheers. Tastes nice. I wonder if they're all, yeah, they're all bloated and weird. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, so part two technically. I'm trying to make this fast, but there's a lot. In late March or April, I received an email and it basically said, someone mentioned your name, and I'd like to give you some information. You know, I used to be a subscriber of Evil Lady, but I saw her one day harassing someone and I called her out and she just laughed at me and she deleted my comment and all the others, and you know, I unsubscribed and whatnot. And this person, this lady, I'm pretty sure, was really angry. The email like mentions 3 or 4 times how she absolutely hates bullies and that her mission now is like to, you know, warn people and help expose her. And what was in there, so after that happened, right, this was mid-December, Evil Lady insulted people, deleted their comments. Then sometime later, she started making shoutouts on her community page. You can see the narcissism in there. So she made shoutouts, and to be honest, you say, oh, look at this channel. Nothing really happens. But let's be honest, if you're a channel, you know. But then one shout out after a few of those was different. Now, why is she doing that? Clearly, I agree with the assessment. She's, insulted people. She's attacking me still. Of course, it's December. And she needs more allies. She needs more people that can be like her super friend, her super loyal friend. She tried with Seafood Girl, that barely worked. She needs to put more effort. So she needs to appear even more kind. She shouts people out, she supports people so much. And she went into overdrive with a channel called Cody Chows. She shouted him out. And this time, a bunch of Evil Lady's loyal subscribers were in the comments saying like, oh, really? You're endorsing this guy? I'm gonna go to his channel. He looks so cool. A bunch of people, which is surprising because that usually almost never happens. You have a couple, maybe 1-2 people, one of them being a channel who's like, maybe they'll come to my channel, and now, so from her perspective, this lady is checking this out. She goes to Cody's channel and mwah. So Cody posts a video and look at this. Lulu Johnson 8 minutes ago, Abigail Rose 7 minutes ago, Sharon Bucks 7 minutes ago, then guess who it is? Your favorite lady 5 minutes ago, then K Bell pops in 2 minutes ago, Amy Crown 1 minute ago, Kate Schmidt 59 seconds ago. All those loyal accounts that are supposed to be real people and subscribers of Evil Lady, they all pop in. Big revelation, all of those are actually her pretending to be her own subscribers and using that to make sure that she gets the loyalty of people like Cody. So that then, when other people start, other victims start speaking out, she can go on her fake accounts, she can defend herself and ridicule, but she will also have real ASMR like Mukbang accounts who will back her up, will defend her, and that will influence what other channels might think. And never mind the fact that they're going to be like, well, she's so supportive, and every time she makes a shout out, so many real people come in. I want all those people as well. I want to grow, because everybody wants real people. That's the dream of a channel, having actual people who like you for you, who don't want anything in return. I thought she was making more and more accounts to mass dislike me, but she always had them and she was filling her own comment section, telling herself how amazing she is, so that she could drive up and have even more and more comments because she's that greedy and desperate. So Cody gets warned. I guess, no, this is the first one at the bottom, sorry. And then, this is funny, I guess, since she's actively, evil lady on Cody's channel, she saw that every time that he posted, there would be a wave of comments from all those fake accounts, which is completely unrealistic. So she started spacing them out after this came out, which is dumb. And then she started spacing them out, which was, yeah, suspicious, of course. So there you go. K. Sharon, Abigail, Lulu. He's being warned. So he starts to distance himself. He starts to not respond. He starts to ignore Evil Lady. And here's another one. Weird and petty of her, erasing all her comments and most of the fakes. So because the other comment is actually calling her out and saying, look at all these accounts, Evil Lady knows other people might see it, so she started erasing a bunch of comments throughout Cody's channel so that people could not see the pattern of, K-Bell, Lulu Johnson, Abigail, Amy Crown, Kate Schmidt, and all that. Here's another screenshot. Again, he just pops in, bam, 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 and this is gonna be a good one. So she warns Cody. By the way, Tyler Malone is also another one of Evil Lady's fake accounts. And she's like very grateful, and that's going to come into play because she has stopped commenting on his channel. He just, as it said, sometimes comments on a couple of the fakes, maybe to test the waters, but he's ignoring everyone because he now knows that he's being manipulated. So she took her distance a little bit. So here we are on her channel, one of her first videos. You can see we will sort this by newest first, so you have them in order. So people are commenting, right? Then channel, some channel, other channel, another channel, that's fine. And then Amy Crown, this looks amazing, are you a chef? Hey, she's so humble. Then May Hunter, Trina Brooks, Zena Applegate, Kate Schmidt, Renee Harris Johnson, Jade Robinson, John Edwards, Don Ray, Stacey Prutt, Tyler Malone, Leanne Reiner, Abigail Rose, Lulu Johnson, Kay Bell. Yay. And then it goes back to the other one. So all those are fake accounts, one after the other, who magically pop up whenever she has a video out. And again, another example. This is another one of her comments, so we will put them by newest first. And off we go. Random channel. Oh, Amy Crown. This salad looks stacked. Boop, 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 boop. May Hunter, Trina Brooks, Zena Applegate, Kate Schmidt, Renee Harris Johnson, Jade Robinson, John Edwards, Don Ray, Stacey Brr, Tyler Malone, Leanne Reiner, Kay Bell, Lulu Johnson, Abigail Rose, and then it goes back to regular people. Almost every single one of her videos, except in the last couple of months where she felt the need to stop using them for some reason. That's what she's been doing. So here they all are. If you see these, that is her pretending, and she's not doing that out of the kindness of her heart. She wants to eventually hurt you or brainwash you and manipulate you. So beware. Kay Bell, May 29th. Then Abigail Rose, 30th. Lulu Johnson was the 31st. Tyler Malone also 31st. Their brother and sister maybe. Leanne Reiner, June 2nd. Stacey Pritt, June 3rd. Don Ray, June 4th. John Edwards, 4th. Kate Schmidt, June 5th. Jade Robinson, the 5th. Renee Harris Johnston, June 5th. Triplets. Zena Applegate on the 7th. Trina Brooks, you can see. May Hunter on the 13th. Amy Crown, good old Amy Crown on the 16th. Haley Butts on the 20th. And she started getting lonely. And July 4th, Sharon Bucks, who's one of the most used actually. Very interesting information I found out while researching Seafood Girl. This is her video, July 4th. And if you go by newest, this is what happens. Leanne Reiner is there, Dawn Ray is there. It's not the only place she appears. So Evil Lady, before the whole fake shoutouts manipulation thing that was in January and beyond, was actively using her fake accounts on Seafood Girl, which is the only place I have ever really seen her, besides, of course, her own channel. So she has, in fact, been groomed from the very beginning into being her very trusty, loyal friend and feel like she owes her. Because as you'll see, he also used Lulu Johnson and Kay Bell over here. Sharon Bucks with the whole, I was sent here, look at that. And look at Seafood Girl is so happy. And those accounts have been used a good amount of times over the year before even all of this mess happened. So she had set her sights on, I guess, fast forwarding or making sure that she was her friend and loyal, not through genuine kindness, but through fakeness. And again, I'm sending you people, so you owe me even more. When she said I felt like I owe her, she really did feel like she owed her so much. And after our conversation and we went back to supporting each other, Evil Lady stopped with the fake accounts. Probably because she realized that Seafood Girl was not that useful, or as a punishment for not going on with her deception and turning against me, so she stopped, quote unquote, supporting her. Only when she quit her channel, she used one comment to maybe try to lure her back, or to make sure that she kept on commenting on her channel, even though she wasn't really active. The first comment by Lulu Johnson. That was a few months after their collab, when she was pretty much quitting. Because she's like, whoa, 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 where are you going? Maybe I'll try again. I was fortunate enough to actually catch on early. Someone else could be, getting attacked, and they wouldn't even know. Just bunch of dislikes, and they actually end up quitting, and they don't know, because she doesn't need a real reason. She doesn't need a good reason. She doesn't care who you are. Like, you could be a little girl, she'll attack you. More on that later. So this was crazy. Whole revelation, fake accounts, she's just using them. And every time, like you saw at the beginning, she used to use all of them. And over time, I guess it's a lot of back and forth, logging into one account and one another, so she just used like 5 of them, and then like added one more, and at the same time, go ahead, attack me. I have to go back to this, but in May or April, she went on a cruise, Evil Lady, and this is what my page looked like, and this is what it looked like a week after she came back. You can see the difference, right? Regular, almost no dislikes, and then she comes back. And around that time, when she came back, I actually, because I had received the email by then, and I actually was checking things out myself, and I caught one of her waves. So here it is, very important. It is actually May 18th. It is 1:29 p.m. and these are my videos, views in the last 60 minutes, last 48 hours. So these clusters here, the bigger ones, that is her attacking my videos. So she goes on one account, watches a few seconds to make sure the dislike sticks, dislikes, switches to another video, repeats the same thing every like 5, 6, 7 times, and then switches to the next. Very important. Now, again, this is the kicker. It is same day, but it's 1:37, so it's a few minutes later. I'm checking things out. I go to her video because just to make sure if she's being efficient in her evilness, and she is. So here you have Abigail Rose. Awesome video. I like your reading, sounds perfect. Sure, why not? 34 minutes ago. And after she posts that, she goes to my channel, mass dislikes, well, dislikes like 6, 7 videos with one, with this account, a few seconds each, dislike, and after that switches, and it's Lulu Johnson. Great video, you're awesome, my friend. You are not. I can confirm you are not. So that was 30 minutes ago. Goes back to my channel, repeats the same thing, switches account, 26 minutes ago, KBell. So as you can see, it takes her roughly 4 minutes every time. 34, 30, 26. You are off. People should share your videos and help you get more subbies. Should they though? Should they? And after that, KBell, roughly again, 4 minutes later, Amy Crown is there with the perfect video. Yay. And roughly 4 minutes later, Kate Schmidt, then Sharon Bucks, and then Tyler Malone. And am I missing another one? Probably. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharon Bucks, Tyler Malone, 6, 7. And after that, she does it as herself. Evil Lady Eats ASMR and mass dislikes everything. There you have it. And this is beautiful. Cody gets warned about Tyler Malone. Like, by the way, Tyler Malone is also a fake account. Okay, so here we are directly on Cody's channel. As you can see, it's playing right here. This is the video that Evil Lady shouted out and started the whole manipulation scam on him. So as you can see, there's Kate Schmidt that's left from the evidence. Kate Schmidt, otherwise known as Fake Schmidt. And 8 months ago, and then of course Evil Lady, when she got ignored and everything, she, took her distance. But he was warned about Tyler Malone, and what does she do? The weasel, the snake, she comes back as Tyler Malone. Dude, this looks awesome. I need some of this, yeah. And Cody already knew, which is hilarious when you think about it. He already knew, and he says, "Thanks, Evil Lady." He calls her by her name. I know it's you, and I don't know about you, but this is some of the most humiliating, embarrassing things that could happen to someone. But it goes to show she did not learn her lesson. If anything, she took her distance and she's like, I'm gonna try again to manipulate him and fool him. And she resurrected the Tyler Malone account. It's a guy this time. She hasn't he hasn't seen the name before. He's gonna believe it. Just goes to show you how persistently she is in being evil and fooling and manipulating and brainwashing people. Like, just disgustingly shameless. So Cody became like pretty inactive on YouTube, because by the time I checked, he wasn't really posting. So I'm like, okay. But turns out he has amassed a huge following on TikTok. He has almost like 700 followers there, and I saw him there not too long ago, like was in the month of August, and he was talking about something. So I left a comment like about like old Evil Lady, and he's like, wait, don't tell me it's Evil Lady, it's ASMR, Mukbang Lady, and he's doing a live. So he is live on TikTok, and I say hi, and he's like, oh, you're the guy, Evil Lady, right? Evil Lady. So he goes on, and he just goes off. Basically, he explains the whole thing. Like, he figured, he got warned. He later got like an email. He showed us bits of the email, what he got. So he was like the first person, I'm guessing, who was like extensively had a relationship with that, with his subscriber person, or the flowerful person, and got email with more information. He went on her channel. He has his audience, like there's like 150 like to 200 people coming in and out. He's not like hiding anything. He's like, this is a bully. This woman is a bully. This is what she does. He's actually like showing, look, this is a fake account of hers, telling herself how amazing she is. This is a fake. This is a fake. This is, she was, trying to get to me, and I was like, so many people just coming in. He said like weirded out and disgusted by her, basically, and people were coming in like in the live, like, what's going on? Why are you trash talking this lady? No, she deserved it. She is a bully. She is a bad person. And he was telling about how he's trying to like restart his YouTube, getting more active and stuff. So it's like, don't forget to go to my YouTube, and she's all up in my comments. So I'm like, she's back on his YouTube channel, And yes, she was. Shameless. How many times I don't know, but so shameless. You get found out, you take some time off, try to restart the whole manipulation process with Tyler Malone. And she was like, I'm gonna bring more and more, and he's gonna be like, he's never seen those names before. He's gonna be like, okay, they're real people. And they're gonna be like, by the way, I know you because of Evil Lady. So he's gonna, okay, maybe she's not that bad because these are real people. She was trying to do the whole thing. He's like, thanks, Evil Lady, I know it's you, to Tyler Malone, which should be the most embarrassing thing. You just go away. He becomes inactive, and when he posts a bunch of videos to jumpstart the YouTube again, she's like, he's back, I can profit from this. You have no shame. What's wrong with you? I can profit from this. I'll be one of the only ones in the comment section. I'll, write in all caps, bunch of emojis. I like my own comments like I do, so that people are like, look at me, get away from this channel and click on mine. And what happens? She starts getting called out by some of his subscribers. And she's left so much evidence, and she's so shameless, and I kind of underestimated her, I guess, this time. I should have recorded everything. I'm waiting to see what's going on. And she's just arrogant. Like, you're the lady with the fake accounts, like, leave my boy alone or something. Another one was saying that type of thing. She's like, what? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Who are you? Lol. Kind of, not lol, but she was all arrogant and dismissing the very real accusations. I'm sorry, but you come into the channel of one of your biggest victims. His subscribers start accusing you of what you're actually doing. Where do you think they got that information? And you're so arrogant that you're just insulting them and dismissing them, and you're staying there. She probably figured, well, he's ignoring me, but I can still profit from this. So yeah, so this is the only one I have. I should have gone all in. I wasn't even quite sure about making the video by that point, although I had planned on it eventually. So I wasn't sure. And as you can see, he liked and hearted one of the comments, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. And to be fair, most of the videos where she had written stuff, there was because the last I checked, she wasn't getting called out everywhere. It was 2 or 3. So this, I took that's the only screenshot I have, unfortunately. And I'm waiting in the morning to see what her response is gonna be. So I click on the next day, she's gone. She is gone. Every single all of her comments are gone. Even the old ones, the very old ones that had stayed there before the whole fakeness shout out, everywhere I checked, she was no longer there. She purged herself from the channel, just like she didn't tell, Seafood Girl to do. She finally felt a hint of embarrassment in her sad life, and she was gone. By the way, I did ask Cody if he had gotten mass disliked, and he said no, in spite of, all that we just learned there. And it kind of makes sense. She cannot afford to attack other channels. It is spreading. The truth is spreading. Even before the whole exposure and final outing of her on Cody's channel, she had stopped using her fake accounts for a couple of weeks at least. So she felt the pressure somewhere. Anyway, a little after the initial Cody wave, she found her second victim. And this lady was making a video. She was basically super sad and almost crying that. I desperately want YouTube to work out. I get so sad when I lose a subscriber. Fragile mental state. Perfect for her to pounce on. like the predator that she is. So then, guess who's there with a huge shout out and a bunch of fake accounts? Of course, Evil Lady. And she is so happy. She is so happy that she makes this declaration of love on Evil Lady's video. And of course, Evil Lady pins it so everyone else can see how amazing she is. But you can check right there. It's been 17 hours and it has gotten no likes, which is not good because people are supposed to love her and want to be her friend and want to be her ally. So she takes matter into her own hands. Kate Schmidt pops in, Amy Crown, as you can see, one after the other, and then the main pin comment starts getting likes all of a sudden. There you go. Then Lulu Johnson is there and it has another like. We're at 4 likes. Isn't that organic? Abigail Rose. Our good buddy Tyler Malone. Yay. And you know what's weird? Like the email mentioned this lady and that she knows, but for some reason, even though she is getting, you know, made a joke of, she kept on supporting her. Like, have some self-respect. I don't understand people. You know, Cody, God, obviously any sane person should be like insulted and take their distance. For some reason, I guess some people just, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to judge, but again, it's for your own well-being. Stop hanging out with your bully. And speaking of pinned comments, we got some other stuff that was sent, so why not? You are so underrated. Great video. Thank you, me. I am so glad that I think that I am like that. Oh my god, you did your own request. Why not? Again, you are so underrated. You need more followers. And this one, again, is very similar to something she has written in the past. I love your videos. They are awesome. People should share out your videos and help you get more subbies. You should share, and you know, other people should share, like wink wink, you know, I'm a real person and she deserves so much more. Other channels, step it up, share her videos. She needs more subscribers. Really? She does? Make more then. That's what you do, right? I'll even help you out. How about, no, Victor Sanders, so that John Edwards and Tyler Malone have a little company there. Maybelline McDowell almost sounds made up, but there's, you know, Stacy Pruitt in there and Haley Butts, so they could be pals. Javier Orellana, Mexican sounding name, so you can see, hey, see, that's a Mexican. Mexicans love me. I have no problem with any Mexican whatsoever. More on that later. And that brings me to perhaps the worst thing that she has done. One of the most, again, shameless. Do I have another word for that? Shameless. Okay, so we are directly on her channel now. As you can see, it's live. So, this little girl, on December 13th, has a whole conversation with Evil Lady. As you can see, congratulations. She's a big fan, right? Thank you, okay, love you, there you go. So a bunch of replies. Instead of the standard one comment, one reply, see, or even over here, one comment, one reply. She has very recently deleted this from her channel. I wanted to film it directly there. I checked not even a month ago and it was there. Now it's not there. So more evidence if YouTube ever decides to do something about it. She has very recently deleted this, but we'll have these screenshots from the email. So same little girl, this is December 17th. She went under 1,000 subs. And now, you know, what happened? Like, she's not sure. She said she lost 20. I'm dealing with a narcissist. Is it a real number? Is she inflating it to be more pitiful? Is she downplaying it? I don't know. Of course, she's not going to say I'm insulting people and they're unsubscribing, so clearly it's YouTube's fault. So she's a fan, she likes her, and go to this YouTube channel. And just look at this. You have kids, you have nieces and nephews, they're on the internet. I'll check them out. Because I am an honest ASM artist. Again, no one asked you. If you have to say how nice, how loyal, how kind, how honest you are definitely not. And this gets weird. I don't need people messing with me. Where does that come from? It's funny. And this is the absolutely disgusting thing. This just, you're looking at it. It's funny, you said you like my channel, but you have never left a message. We just saw that little girl, that 12-year-old girl, not even 4 days earlier, have a huge conversation with hugs and kisses. And, evil lady, you mean so little to her as a human being that she does not even remember you just a couple days later. You're just an object to use to fill up her comment section to aid her channel in her growth. That's all she cares about. We just watched this. She doesn't see you as a human. And that girl is all naive, and she's a dumb little girl. So again, the accusations. I have honestly no idea what she's talking about here. But then again, she's the one who falsely accused me and has been messing with me for more than a year. So another one here, right? I think you are the one that has been messing with my channel. What are you talking about? Of course, I can understand. Of course not. Unsub, that's what she should have done. She's not messing with anyone. She just said she liked you. So she switches gear. She's like, okay, I'm not going to lose this person. If she was an adult, she would have never dared to do this. You saw how she mocks and, throws people around. Then, the lies, trying to honeycomb it. I like talking to my subscribers. Give me comments for my algorithm. I would appreciate anything that I can drain away from you. Of course, I would appreciate it. Trying to kind of manipulate it. If you don't want to talk, that's okay. But, you said you're a big fan, right? Again, the manipulation. I'm not okay with whatever you decide. I'm lying. I like that. Of course you do. You shameless, shameless person. I don't want to unsubscribe. I like to know, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm Hannah. I'm a 12-year-old girl. And then you really appreciate, right? You really do. You're a low quality human being. A little girl. Another interesting thing. People got the email and stuff, and I was talking to a couple of people, and 3 of them came up with an interesting thought. Like, she must be buying subscribers. She lost a few subscribers back in December, and after that, she put her account private because I guess she was ashamed, or she thought maybe she would lose more, and she would go again under 1,000. Anyway, this was taken in mid-August. This is where I'm just checking around. Maybe I find something interesting, and I guess I did. You can clearly see here, she said she was at 2,000 subscribers on May 22nd, which would be really big growth, more than average, right? December, which by all accounts is true, she gained 1,000, and in May she already had 2,000. Now, at the end or the beginning of July, YouTube officially removed the private subscriber count on the counts of some people impersonating other channels, and they just hide their account, so you don't know if it's the real one. I guess that happened. And then they took it out. And this lady has 1,280 subscribers, yet she says that in May she had 2K, which means that she must have lost more than 700, like 800 and something, because if she is at 1.2K from May to August, that would mean that she didn't grow at all, or if she kept on growing, she must have lost close to at least 800. And here we are live on her channel, so let's just do it live. She has removed this. She has removed it, and she removed it, and again, if YouTube ever does a forensic evidence or internet forensic evidence to check out her activity, the back and forth, her internet activity, all the comments she wrote, everything she deleted that right after she got, embarrassed in Cody's channel. So this happened late August at the most. So after the whole Cody debacle, I guess she decided to go and get rid of anything that would make her look bad. And this was one of them, because either she's lying, she never got 2K, but since nobody could prove what she had, she felt like she needed to, yes, I'm growing so much, which she could do. Or my fellow YouTubers were actually right, and she is doing other shady things. I mean, she's created almost 20 fake accounts. Might as well buy a few hundred more. That is absolutely in the realm of possibility. And if she has done that, that would mean that on top of cyberbullying, mass disliking, you know, that's one, impersonation and spam with the fake accounts, to manipulate, that's two, child abuse with a little girl, that's three, violations of the YouTube community guidelines, and she might even have buying subscribers, that's four, which is grounds for termination. Which brings us to another thing. The last one though, you can see like the videos, I don't know how much time is left, but this is the last one. But this just shows you how insane this thing is, how deep it gets. And it was in, again, in July. We're going a little back and forth, but in July, we got an email. Another one, yeah, the hell? Okay then. I'm, you know, always craziness. And this time wasn't like, this time it's a group one. So from what I gathered, it's like 60 to 70 people, other channels got it. So a lot of people, I don't know if people check. Honestly, I rarely check my emails, and it wasn't a spam folder, so but at least a couple dozen people knew about it. Okay, so the basic story here is this girl was, for some reason, a big fan of Evil Lady. And this is the first comment, of course. The first ones are at the bottom. So she, as she said, she stumbled upon a string of comments. She was heartbroken, and she's not the one who wrote the email. It was her friend, and she's saying that she had an abusive mother, a lying mother, and the way she saw Evil Lady being evil reminded her of what she had always known. Now, you receive a message like this, you, a content creator. So either you have done nothing, you have done something, you're gonna ask what's going on, right? You're gonna either explain yourself or even apologize and confess, or be like, again, what are you talking about? What does Evil Lady do? Oh, that's fine, I don't need your support. And then the everlasting classic fake sarcastic nice phrase, right? Thanks for commenting, I really blah blah blah, have a nice blah. Basically, you are just one person, you don't matter. Hopefully you'll find it in your heart to change one day. I doubt it. And then you see the absolute fakeness. She just put this person out like trash, and here she's like, change what? I'm sorry, total confused, I'm just a little sensitive lady who loves everyone. She doesn't remember the other little girl a couple of days later. She doesn't even remember you a couple of minutes later. Everything is just transactions of things that she can use, things that are useful to her. If you're useless, she throws you out. If she doesn't pay attention, she goes back to the like, oh my god, I'm such a nice person. But this is a prime example of just how fake she is. And the email states that Evil Lady left the comments here for more than a day, until it started gathering more attention, and then this person, after a whole day, ended up, you know, writing again the classic question marks. And when that happened, the email said, then everything was deleted and or blocked or censored, because of course she figured, okay, too much attention from people, and instead of explaining to this person what's going on, even if arrogantly, she again decides, like she did in the very beginning, to just run away and just leave it like that. After this happened, this the friend that wrote the email got mad, and she sends this, which gives us a lot of information. It happened the 24th of September, and this person is already mad, but there's enough people that I'm sure other people saw it, which is kind of a theme here. Like, she insults people, people see it, she leaves it there, and then when too many people start seeing it and she starts losing subscribers, she just deletes everything. Or then, you know, this was September, so the other one was December. I'm glad my friend took a screenshot that we saw, Before you delete her comments, go ahead, so do the same thing. Now, her response is interesting. Not that I need to address this, but I was hacked. Actually, if you get hacked, again with the excuse, if you get hacked, first thing you have to do is address it to everybody. That's what a normal person does. And I have addressed this with YouTube. Sure you have. The famous phone call. You're just another sorry person looking for a reason to hate people. Is she talking to a mirror? Have at it. I don't give one care in the world. Again, the arrogance and yeah, whatever. Have fun disliking people. It says more about you than me. Does it, you filthy hypocrite? And again, the whole peace, ha ha ha. Sure you were, maybe you're hacked, but yeah, you should address it like I said, Logic, it's all logic. This makes me think it's probably related to, she found one of the first ones that I talked about, or it's another thing that she left, doesn't matter. And by contrast to her true arrogant, dismissive, I use you nature and I throw you out, here we are again, right on her channel with something that I found that gives you an insight of the fakeness and the super sensitive, super benevolent, she can't possibly hurt a fly, she's so pure, let's protect her type of image that she tries so hard to sell and succeeds, by the way. She absolutely does. Sadly, a lot of people have been fooled. Even if they watch the whole video, I think some people would be so deluded and so in denial that it would be horrible to see, but I wouldn't doubt that a couple of people would react like that. Anyway, so she feels better. Do you think this was a lame video? No. No, this guy's giving constructive criticism, maybe a little. Could have done a little bit more. More sounds. But her sounds are perfect, say so many fake accounts. Anyway. Wow, okay, I'm embarrassed now. No, you're not. Everyone, was all over me. She wanted to puke. She has no qualms about saying disgusting things if it makes her look like a victim and fragile. She could, if she's confronted with anything, she could just, again, crocodile tears, make stuff up. By the way, my whole family is sick, and you just back off and be like, no, it's fine, it's fine. Lol, it's cool. He's being like, everyone has bad videos. Like even myself, I'm editing this, and it's like, it's not gonna be a Hollywood production, but at least the information is there. Right? Do you think your video was bad? Like, yes, it was terrible. Like, you're the person who's like, I don't have a care in the world, whatever. I don't care about you. But now everything is, And here's the true shamelessness. Well now, I'm in tears. I don't want to disappoint my subscribers. Baker, I appreciate that I am manipulating you into thinking that I'm such a nice, fragile, benevolent person. This is all lies. This is all lies, but that's what she puts out. And then someone else is gonna come on, and then like, I saw what you did, and she's like, whatever, get lost. I'm deleting your comment and blocking you. Have fun trying to expose me. No one's gonna believe you. I have so many people in the palm of my hand. Ha ha ha. Have fun mass disliking people. It says a lot about you. This was at the end of September. You vile, vile hypocrite. You had been mass disliking my videos for almost 3 weeks, and you have the nerve to tell someone. It says a lot about you if you dislike someone. Really. And this person found and provided Evil Lady's Twitter, which gives another insight into the type of person that she is, right? She has some sort of female enemy. She has no problem exposing that to the world and insulting, calling her, as you can see. She thankfully does not heed her own advice of keeping things private so that people might find incriminating information, and keeping her media and her posts private, thankfully. So now we can have another idea. This one. Americans who help illegal immigrants are pieces of stuff that comes out of your butt. So not only does she hate like those refugees or people trying to cross the border so much that she even despises the Americans who might help them get a green card. I'm not gonna say she's racist overall. Maybe she just specifically only hates, you know, refugees and illegal immigrants. That's possible. Don't go crazy on that one. But that's insight into the type of person she really is. Also notice she always likes her own tweets, like she likes her own comments. And finally, what encapsulates the essence of her person: my attitude is not for everybody. Watch me prosper while you suffer. The narcissism, she's full of herself. She deserves so much. It's not enough. She needs to bring people down. She needs to hurt people. She's probably envious of people as well. That wouldn't surprise me. You know, she sees other people growing faster, attaining more success. Clearly, it should be her instead. She's not satisfied. Look at the dates. Clearly, she was hacked all this time. Yeah, it's not her, right? And that's where we are. That's where we are. That is the story of Evil Lady. And she's still running around. And like I said before, ignore her. Don't give her any attention. Let her just be. If, you know, unsubscribe, block her like a few have done, to do what you have to do. You know, sadly, not everyone's going to do anything. I have learned that some people will sell their soul for an extra comment, as long as it's not happening to them. I'm not going to dwell on that, but it's about time. How many people have been affected? Never mind all the ones that we don't know, all the ones in real life as well. Mass dislikes, cyberbullying, impersonations and spam with fake accounts, child abuse and everything. That's 3 strikes. She absolutely deserves to have it terminated. But at least it's more officially out there. Some people already know, some are going to find out. Then we're going to be back to good old boring, not boring, I say cool stuff sometimes, but good old food content. Thanks for watching this huge video. I tried to make it, you know, concise, but there's so much stuff. And even there's a few other things that would have taken me probably another 15-20 minutes. But like the most important stuff was there. And in the comments, don't name her, like I said, but if you've had bad experiences with her, if you've had problems with her, I would be really eager to know. Write in the comments, or even send me an email with your experience if you don't want it out in the open. It would be really interesting to see what you think about that. And if you have any other questions, feel free. Peace to you. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.